What's up, everybody? We're out on the trapline, checking a few mink sets, a lot of otter sets. After last year's weasel season, I didn't put out a whole bunch of mink sets. We're doing some otter checks and picking up food. Hopefully we got 8 or 10 rabbit snares set, and hopefully we catch a couple and put those right in the freezer. I'm out here today with trusty old Salty dog. Salty. Good boy. He's having a good old time, and see you at the next set. Hopefully we got something. Here at our trail set, I had a dirt hole slash snow hole here. This worked out exactly perfect. Looks like a young moose came and set the trap off, but nothing happened. It's not even moved from its bed, so it's been snapped, but everything's all right. It'd be pretty rowdy to have to release a moose. There we are. It's a number 2 Duke, stuffed in a Safeway bag, all wrapped around the bottom so it doesn't freeze to the ground, and so that it doesn't, the snow doesn't freeze up the pan. In this dirt hole, there's a little bit of soul taker, and I'm just gonna brush a little bit of snow onto it. Some of this soft, fluffy stuff. Gotta smooth out my transitions there. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it like that. There's plenty of moose tracks there. Plenty of moose tracks there. Coyote come through here and want to know what's going on. They follow moose trails pretty heavily this time of year. We'll see what we get. Here's an old stump set with the I got set up in hopes of mink. We're gonna take some of this here. Old black rockfish carcass and tuck it back in there with some mink stink on it, and keep our fingers crossed for the future. You can see that in there. There we go. 1.5, just guarding a pile of bait in the back. Alright, you can see that there's a bit of an overhang with that ice there, and then some real thin ice. It is open underneath there. And then we got these young cottonwoods or poplars laid down across the ice here. Pretty ideal spot to slip a trap underneath there. Probably like a number 2 or number 3 long spring, and chain it off to these trees, or that big cottonwood right behind the overhang. I'm not going to do it today, but I probably will put one in there before too long. Your otter are going to come up through there. Your mink are going to come up through there. Yeah. Makes for a tough check, though. You need an axe and a life jacket. The water on this, or the water flowing underneath, you know, on these river sets is treacherous. The ice is always shifting, always moving, and never as thick as you hope it will be. Even though it's been like -10 for a couple of weeks now. So we'll get something put over there, and if we catch something, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I hope you can see enough detail in this. I got a big drag set here. You can see the cable tied to the drag. There's a number 2 double long spring tucked underneath the edge of the ice right there. Very similar to set to what I just told you I would set up about a quarter mile back in that other patch of open water. Fingers crossed for some action. It's pretty wonderful out here. Me and my dog about 2 miles of walk in, trap line to check. Trail I cut myself a couple years ago. Half on private property, half on state property. Obviously I have permission for the private property. But yeah, about half of it is riverline, half of it is timber. And I'm not setting out any snares or any coyote footholds in the timber yet. Wait till January 1st, because there's more lynx in here than there are coyotes, although I have seen some pretty fresh coyote sign a couple days ago, or a couple nights ago, I guess. Anyway, I'll start heavily baiting here the last week of December and put out my 330s and little cubby sets and footholds and all that good stuff. But I figured I'd stop and talk at you and show you the sunset a bit. Well, I'm off. Next time I see you, I'll probably have a headlamp on. Alright, check this out. We got an obvious rejection. Right there on that horizontal stick is a rabbit snare. The tracks go to right there and stop. Turns around and comes back. I may move it to that section. We'll see. Rejected again. Alright, just strolled up to this piece of flagging tape. Looked around and I can't really remember the set. Haven't caught anything here in a while, but it doesn't seem that there's a loop anymore, so we're gonna hook around. And oh yeah, I can see it already. There's a leg. There's definitely a snowshoe hare leg. It's pretty tangled up. Yeah, we got him. It's a bunny. Good deal. All right, I'll get him out of here, and that's number 3 for the evening. The change in weather really got him moving. It went from snowing pretty heavy to good and cold, and they took off. Good deal. Lots of food for the freezer. Oh, a couple more snares to check before we get to the end of the road. Here at this flag, and looks like my snare got buried. And pulled down and stepped on. Well, there's obviously some action here. We'll reload and get them next time. Alright, and we're back. We're about 100 yards from my last one. This guy's buried in the snow too, but I see a little ear. Yeah, another bad one. Nice rabbit, good net catch. We'll get him in the bag, good to go. What do you think, Salty Dog? Look like dinner? Good boy, buddy. Good boy. We had one right over there last check. Looks like we got another one right there. Nothing wrong with that. 2 rabbits out of the same run, 2 days. Solid. Another flag. Another trap check. Now, there's a flag right there. Where did I have my trap? Maybe in that run. Maybe over here. Maybe I had the stick in the ground and he pulled it away. Smell a bunny? Where's the bunny, Salty? Huh? Where's the bunny? Is there one in here? Huh. Benefits of having a good dog. Been searching for about 5 minutes for this rabbit, and then Salty showed up. We're about 15 feet from where the snare was set, and looky what Salty found. That's a rabbit leg anyway. Let's see if the rest of the rabbit's here. Oh yeah. Got him. It's not a very good catch. We did get him. Good boy, Salty. Yeah, that's a pretty ugly catch. But we'll get him taken home and taken care of. Man, we got knee-deep snow. Dumping again. Man, it's taking the time to go slow really worth it for these evening trap checks. Just doesn't get much more beautiful than that. A little out of breath, trying to make haste while the sun is still up, but some things are just worth stopping and appreciating. Hope you get as much joy out of that as I do.